Bitcoin on one of the most simplistic looking charts ever made. We're looking at a line chart of Bitcoin on a 3-month chart. So you can see the years at the bottom here. Obviously price, this is current. No tricks or anything. You can just convert this to a line right here. Your typical candles are like that, which we will look at in just a moment. But for the line, we're going to look at kind of, I wanted to show you how simplicity could sometimes be the most eye-opening. So looking at back at 2017 top, right? So we went up here, fall down, basically consolidation, the fizzle out phase, and then a drop, and then start the recovery, right? Okay, so look at the next bull market, right? Run up, drop down, fizzle out, drop down. Are we starting the next recovery phase, right? We don't know. We only have one data point, right? Could this repeat something similar? Sure. History doesn't repeat, but it does often rhyme. So maybe we'll end up rhyming. Maybe it'll be a little bit more drawn out. Maybe instead of 3 months, it'll be 6 months, right? Just some kind of a recovery maybe underway, right? Note that the 21 EMA is in the yellow, the 8 EMA is in the red. So note also these drops here, right? The angle of the drops, the angle of the recovery, looking quite similar, right? Notice that this one as well wasn't quite as long as this one. So maybe we're just entering a more drawn out, a little bit less volatility. Volatility should decrease over time with Bitcoin. So maybe we're just looking at a little prolonged, drawn out phase of this, something like that. So let's go look at the candles and see if we can see anything else worth noting. But this is pretty cool just to look at from a really zoomed out picture and very simple 3 lines, 2 moving averages and the price. Okay, so let's go look at candles, see if we see anything similar yet again. So again, there's the run up, the initial 3-month red candle following the run up, fizzle out phase, right? Kind of looks fizzly. And very technical terms here. Then you drop below the EMA 8, right? Big red candle again. And look where we are, right? Look at this candle. Then look at this candle. Very, very similar so far, right? Not repeating, but rhyming. I would say that's a pretty good rhyme so far. So what comes next, right? That's a big Hulk candle right there. Are we going to get that, or are we going to do something slightly different but still yet rhyming? Maybe we spend another 3 months down here, right? This will take us to October, this candle, right? We have 2 months, 23 days, right? We just started the new quarter. So these are quarterly candles. So keep that in mind. So the next one would actually close 2023. So maybe we just go roughly sideways for the next 6 months, right? Predicting things is basically useless. So just trying to look at past moves, right? That's all TA is useful for, just looking at past moves and trying to, look at what could potentially happen in the future. It's not meant to predict the future, okay? So that's the 3-month chart for Bitcoin. Maybe you've never seen that before, right? There's other moving averages you can use, but why? The 21 just came in, right? There's no bigger moving averages that are going to certainly be useful at all. But just interesting to note that. So now let's go look at more traditional, and let's look at the 5-day Gaussian channel, which we haven't looked at in a hot minute on Bitcoin. So let's take a look-see. We now have our bigger picture here. So our channel turned red back in late March. We fell under it for the first time, and that usually just means prolonged consolidation, more downwards fall, right? Look at 2018, right? Held it, fell out of it, and then, just spent more time down here. From the time we exited to re-entered, we're looking at, roughly 150 days, right? So if we repeated something similar, which we've already said, maybe we do something similar, but just a little bit longer. So even 150 days, we're looking at, September, late September. If we do a little bit longer, right? So maybe we do double that, right? Maybe it's 300 days after we exit, right? Maybe something like that. Let's just speculate it out. 300 days, where would that get us? I'm glad you asked. It's looking at around, early February, right? So maybe we do something like that and then start a recovery. The important thing about the 5-day Gaussian channel is once you start, after you've fallen down and you start to recover, that is usually the sign that good things are coming. Not immediately, right? We had a black swan event, which, hopefully never again. but you never know. But once you start re-entering the Gaussian channel, you want to wait for it to turn green, your price action's on top, and then it's go time, minus Black Swan events. All right, so that's what we're waiting for. We have a ways to go. I would say, even if we made like some kind of miraculous V-shaped recovery, which is highly unlikely, but let's say best case scenario, we just went at some ridiculous, stupid angle like that. I mean, we're still looking at, months, right? And, depending on the size, the speed of this, I mean, you're looking, it's just going to take time. So whether or not we recover immediately, which is still not likely, or trend sideways and then go up, right? So just patience is going to be the key, but this is something to keep monitoring. And, you want to watch for recoveries. And once we re-enter, then it's time to probably start paying attention. You don't really care about making, time in the bottom, right? Who cares if you would have bought Bitcoin right here at 5,000, right? It went to almost 70K. Right? So 5K to 70K is not too bad. Even though you didn't buy any in here, right? Maybe you just want to be safe and wait till Bitcoin re-enters that 5-day Gaussian channel. Or better, you want to be ultra safe, which you're not going to hit anywhere near the bottom, but you're also probably not going to lose your butt, right? You're not going to hit you want to wait till the roller coaster is for sure clicked in on that chain and going up. Then you wait for the 5-day Gaussian channel to turn back green, and then you buy and go to the beach, as the Coins Kid crew says. That's what you do. So that's a short, sweet video for you. We're going to rhyme like Dr. Seuss and end the video with quote and car of the day. Let's get to it. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. It's great. It's great. A little sappy, but got it. Car of the day, you might well, maybe some of you caught on to the shirt, the F1 Mercedes. This is the Pit Crew shirt. It's like one of my favorite shirts. It's like embroidered and it's like hand stitched. Super cool. It's got on the sleeves. It's the identical one. I bought it from Mercedes, so like it's whatever whatever word you want to insert there. I had a brain fart. All right, that's it. End the video before we embarrass anybody else. Myself. All right, I'll see you on the next one. We'll try to do a couple more today for Friday. We're in better spirits. Let's get to it. All right.